we got Champagne Ron, and we got AJ Turn up in the house.
AKA Buff Curry.
AKA Buff Curry, y'all. Yeah. And me, I'm your gracious host. I hope y'all had a good week. Today we got a good show for y'all. We talking about 6ix9ine.
Streets of Snitch.
The Bed Wench. Doja Cat.
No, questions are allegedly.
And also,
Doja Cat slander.
Boosie. We gonna get some parenting rules from Boosie. Okay, how I raise our sons. What and what not to do.
That's teaching our parenting for.
Yeah, we gotta go.
This is disgusting.
But yeah, man. We were watching the Wire and everything, and we were talking about
the greatest show ever. That's a Jordan tier show. Like, you're not getting no better than that. It covers everything. The greatest show of all time. It'll be very damn near impossible to beat that. It has to be something that is along the same length about another city.
I would say
that's the only way.
Now, I would like, because when I didn't watch Game of Thrones, right? And when somebody was trying to tell me about Game of Thrones, they was like, yo, this picture of The Wire with like Dungeons and Dragons.
Sort of, but
and then when I started watching, I was like, damn, this is The Wire.
Sort of, it is, but don't watch the last season. You're going to be highly disappointed.
I watched it.
That shit went like this.
But
Game of Thrones,
that's the same thing with The Wire.
Yeah.
Season 5 was shaky as fuck, but the first 4 seasons were so perfect.
Yeah, the expectations were just, when you have a show of any show of that caliber, like The Wire did, like the first 4 seasons, impeccable. Like, you couldn't beat it.
What was your favorite scene from The Wire?
It's too many. I can't say one. It's too many. Way too many.
It's literally too many.
Way too many.
But I feel like I know what you're about to say was your favorite scene from The Wire.
Bear Royce
getting his dick sucked in the office, and Herc busts in, and he's getting his dick sucked. He has his shirt up, like not his shirt not even open. His shirt is up, playing with his nipples while he's getting his dick sucked.
Yo, but I fuck with The Wire, yo.
Yeah.
The second season, the last season, one of my favorite scenes was when not Marlo, what's the other dude's name? Omar. He gets out of jail, and then someone tried to rob him when he gets back on the block.
No, that is Marlo. Yeah, that's
the end of the shit. That's the last episode.
That's like the.
But that means a lot. No, that's the whole purpose.
My name is my name.
Yeah. The whole purpose of that is he tried to get the same. He wanted street credibility
over anything,
but it didn't. Even, Omar's name lasted more than his. He was just another common player.
I think Marlo, he wanted to go clean. Remember, he tried to dress up.
He
tried.
He was stuck to that street mentality.
It was like how Stringer Bell wanted nothing more than to be a legitimate businessman. Marlo and Avon, they didn't give a fuck about none of that legitimate shit. All they cared about was
the streets.
Like when Marlo found out that Omar was calling his name out on the streets, he was like, yo, my name is my name. Like, this street shit is all I got.
That's when he was locked up?
Yeah. And then the second he got out, he went to that little party. This man left a fucking gourmet party, went to the street, knocked the nigga out.
Got shot on the head.
Another nigga had a gun, pulled it, licked his blood, and like undid his tie, like, this is me. Like, oh, you.
But the fun thing initially is crazy because he's gonna have to start back from scratch. Remember, he was just. It showed. The Wire basically just showed that end was like everything was what I call a fucking sad reset. All The Wire did is show you that everything is gonna be reset.
Nothing changes.
Nothing changed. Just the players.
Like Dookie became
Bubbles.
A fucking heroin.
Yeah, he's Bubbles. He's Bubbles.
Yeah, exactly.
And
shit, I ain't put that shit together.
Yeah, he's Bubbles.
That was on the bike. Not on the bike. He was on the horse.
Yeah. That's Bubbles, basically. And Mike is the new Omar.
Robbing niggas.
Yeah, robbing people.
Randy still snitching. Randy I don't know no other way.
Exactly. Randy's gonna snitch.
All I know is snitching.
And just in the politics, old Carcetti became the governor, so he's just moving up. And the crime is just the same as it always will be. It's just all it showed you was the sad cycle of reset.
I watched that shit in 07, and I watched it again recently, and a lot of shit clicked that didn't really.
Of course, we were young back then.
Yeah, but I was thinking about how they were talking about the Baltimore's the budget and how they were so restricted on what can they do, and that shit is real because it's just crazy, man.
It happens. It happens everywhere, but a place like Baltimore.
And then also it took them that part in the last season where they were trying to make the story about the homeless people like get traction. It was just it was just crazy. But when what's his name? Who snitched on who? The last dude that turned into Omar.
Mike?
Yeah. He didn't snitch, right?
No, Randy snitched. Randy was the one who snitched when he didn't have to.
Randy didn't have to.
Yeah, because the thing is, he saw these.
They called Randy selling candy.
And
Randy was like, "Yo, I know about a murder."
All he had to do was shut the fuck up.
Randy,
and
they got you selling candy.
Yeah, and the fucked up thing is, the chick. This is what happened. Randy gave $5 and watched these two dudes they G'd up the girl. And then the dudes were clowning her, and like certain when she got in her feelings and upset, so she's raped. And then that's when Randy started snitching because they were threatening. But then why is it she changed her story later on in the fucking show? So this is why even Mike was saying, "Yo, when the cops act like they have everything at you, they ain't got shit." Randy just gave him that Squidward look. It's just like, dude. And then he got his foster mom killed. Behind his shenanigans.
What's the scene that dude? What's the name of the dude that he was in the shop and then he realized something and he was like,
he was like with the
that's Weedback.
No,
that's season 1. That's season 1.
So
everybody knows Weedback.
It was like, yo, it was a chick.
Yep.
No, that was one of Orlando's girls. No, that was a cop that y'all shot. He was like, oh.
Yeah, he was like.
That's one of my favorite gifs.
Everybody knows that gift. Everybody knows that.
This
nigga, when he ate them charges, nobody, if you don't want a burger, fries, or a Coke after that, that was pure cheese stab. That nigga was like, oh yeah, this potato salad, horseradish, ain't got none.
Well, he was mad as hell when they told him that they had no more sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat this one too. That nigga was eating charges like his meals. G-stabs.
They told him, they were like, yo.
What did he do?
A lot of shit, a lot of murder.
I'm saying, what happened to him?
Oh, he just got life with no parole. Like, that nigga was
charged for real.
In jail, and then season 4, his son became part of the show.
Naaman. Annoying little ass.
Naaman
is basically
the dude with cornrows.
He was Lloyd. Basically, Lloyd.
He was a faker.
Yeah, he was 90% of what people like that we know that are that way. Like, and all, like acting, pretending that they're about that action when they're not. Most of the real ones are like your mics, you know, because oh my god, man, Kennard said that's another side note. Kennard said the package was up his ass.
My ass, girl.
I think that.
Hey, yo, Kennard, man. Where my packet? Pat on my ass,
Gump. Honestly, I know Gump was around before that, but that scene elevated Gump to a whole nother level.
Man.
And then Mike came and punched the shit out of him. And what people don't realize, he was screaming Nay while he was getting punched. He was like, Nay!
Man, Mike was beating the shit out of
that nigga had cherry juice running down his face.
Mike was beating the shit out of that nigga to the point that in the background, somebody across the street said, man, damn, they fucking that kid up. Mike was over there.
And that is accurate because ain't no one getting your ass whooped and the nigga in the background go, oh shit, he getting his ass whooped.
This was 2010 or later. They definitely would have been like, World Star. So all you heard was just punches.
And then now, I bet a nigga on World Star, a little kid gets beat up in Baltimore. Oh, shit.
Hope he
alright.
Nah, but Kennard needed his ass beat. He talked so much shit.
Kennard was talking shit from the second he got on that show to the day he was getting locked up at the end of the show.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, he did. He got arrested for it.
For murdering Omar, yeah, but I mean,
I didn't want him to go out like that, but that's the way it happens. Like, you never know who can get popped.
No, of course, but that's the whole point.
That was the worst way for Omar to go out. I was terribly disappointed.
No, I was actually happy with it because it showed that at the end of the day, Omar was still a regular person. he could get got by anybody else. Just like that was the whole point. He didn't expect a kid like that to take him out. That was the point. How many times in the hood people get taken out by someone random that they didn't expect? That is the accuracy of life. That no matter how big you think you are, you still can get got.
See, because like Omar had like jumped out the building, so he was all limping and stuff, and he ran up on Michael.
Yes.
And then Kennard saw him. Kennard was like, "That's Omar," like, cause he was all limping, and she's like, "Oh, that's Omar."
Yeah.
So caught him slipping in the store. Omar looked at him, was like, "Oh, that's just a kid."
That's just a kid.
Boom,
Yeah.
got knocked.
And he never got his Honey Nut Cheerios. Damn.
He's gonna get Honey Nut Cheerios for his homosexual boyfriend.
Poppy no honey nut. Poppy no honey nut.
More enough for you, sir.
When he pulled the regular Cheerios into the bowl, he poured like
I don't want this no more.
He poured like 2 shakes. Looked at the box like, Poppy no honey nut. Like, yo, what's going on?
They didn't even want it no more after that.
So from the moment, and he was eating honey nut Cheerios from like season 1.
Yeah.
Like
That was his shit.
No, that was his shit.
That's his shit.
Yeah.
He was in jail saying they ain't got Honey Nut Cheerios.
He was in jail in season 3.
That could be the title of the show.
Ain't no Honey Nut.
Ain't no motherfucking honey nut Cheerios.
Boy, you look like you confuse somebody. Someone say something more than once.
I don't want no man.
He said that so sassy.
Here we go. This is how we do.
He said that so sassy. Yet that's why I said that Omar being gay makes him way more terrifying to me. Cause it's like,
I think that's one of the reasons why they did that.
Slim, the fact that this nigga will kill me, rob me,
and then possibly
might fuck me. Like, no, the fact this nigga might fuck me.
Nigga might put a food table.
We're not gonna go
Don't let me confuse me to a straight man anymore.
He's gonna put more than the 12 gauge on my ass. Put it that way. Yeah, we know that.
Oh my
God.
Oh, he embodied that character with a scar. He is, man. No.
So his scar,
K. Williams is Omar.
his scar was real, but what's his name? Scar was real.
Oh, Marlo? Yeah, that shit's real too. But all these dudes been in the game for a long time. Marlo was that he got game. He was the nigga that was begging. He was like, "Come on, I love you, Jesus. I need some money."
Yep.
That's smart. Marlo been in the game trying to get these Jordans and Nike. He been in the game for a minute.
I fuck with that. That was a good show. You know, we got the Scarface background. You know they coming out with a Scarface.
I don't want to do it. You can't
no,
remake that. You can't remake that.
Because Scarface, the original Scarface, was about alcohol because they were doing the bootlegging in the 1930s.
Yeah.
In the 80s, they were doing cocaine. What is the drug of choice today?
Probably meth.
Like, what is the drug going to be?
Meth.
Must be weed. It gotta be weed.
No, meth.
Why would meth?
Because that is like, remember, weed has never been like a kill, like where motherfuckers just dropping.
Right.
Okay, so
well, alcohol.
Look,
that was the crack of their era.
No, look, alcohol in the 30s because it was illegal. So you had the white Italian Tony Montana selling alcohol.
Yeah,
then you take it to the 80s with the cocaine, so you have a Cuban refugee doing it.
Gotcha.
What is and you keep the name Tony Montana. Who is Tony Montana of 2020?
No one. I don't want that shit remade. Some shit just like that, you just leave it alone. Nobody is going to overtake Al Pacino's performance.
It might be pills.
Nah, they was thinking about. Now I could be wrong, but apparently, like some through wire, they were saying Leo, but I just he can't embody that character.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Al Pacino just. When that nigga was just going off at Frank, fuck the GL brothers and fuck them all. I burn those cockroaches.
But have you seen like the 1930s Scarface?
Of course I did.
Like it's
based off of that. Yeah.
It's literally scene for scene.
Oh really?
Yes, it's literally scene for scene, except the dialogue has changed and but it's
back then it was
the
clear.
basic plot points.
And it was clear back then though in the first one that he was really messing with his sister.
Yeah, it was kind of disturbing.
He was fucking the sister.
Yeah, it was something like it was just disturbing. So
I don't know it's weird to me watching it.
Don't you motherfucker be throwing me?
No,
I don't. Get out of here.
I didn't go.
You're my sister. Get out of here.
I saw the scene. She was sexy as shit.
Nah,
Gina was when she said, "Come give me Tony." I was up in the movie and go, "I get you. I get you."
Gina was definitely sexy.
When she was like, before it's too late, I was like, right.
No, he just asked me to marry you.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Yeah, but killing Manny was like
that was the worst.
That was the worst part. Yeah, I was like,
that might have been the most.
That's a Judas moment.
That was the most disgusting thing in I would say movie history.
But
killing.
He killed his man, but he didn't even ask the question. But Manny should have known better.
No, Manny.
If it was 2020, that nigga should have said it.
First thing, Manny should have asked.
Right.
Bro, this is your sister.
I love her. You know, like, I wouldn't treat her dirty.
Yeah.
That nigga, Tony is the loose cannon, but that his whole expression,
but look, every time Tony, one thing I love about Scarface is every time Tony gets mad, the music changes to that. When he was looking at Gina the first time.
That nigga was like, you think this is cute? My sister in a fucking fight?
No. I'm talking about when Manny was looking at.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh man, no. But then his mouth went like he just shut man, but he had to kill Manny.
Yeah, he did.
Shit, if Manny would have lived, he probably would. Well, I don't know. Everybody loved Tony, but the baddest motherfucker in the whole movie was Sosa. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Sosa is if you want to be a true gangster, I would want to be like Sosa.
Two rap lines that I always think about when I watch Sosa. The first one was Jay-Z. I had to turn away when Tony killed Manolo. That's real. Second one was Currency. I think Sosa, that's what the movie should have been about. It's like, dog.
Yeah, Sosa was a real dude. When he looked, how do you look at another man with a straight face and say, "Don't fuck me"? You hear me? Don't fuck me, Tony.
And then he had his man hanging like, I just found out your friend
was snitching. I just found homeboys for us. Put the Diaz brothers away for life.
No.
Put the Diaz brothers away for life.
The man is hanging from a helicopter. I just did that.
Like, so bad his shoe fell off.
What's up?
That's what made it funny. His shoe fell off. I saw that. I'm like, oh man, his shoe fell off.
What's up, man? Your man up there. How you gonna act?
Right, and he was like, so tell me you're not a chihuahua, whatever the fuck they say. But in Tony's defense, he had that shit like a G. He was like, I got respect. I hold my balls. That piece of shit. I didn't like you.
Tony took a deep breath and he put on his best acting performance.
Yes.
Like, okay, these niggas is real. Hey, look, I don't bite my tongue for no one.
Right. It's like, bro. Sosa basically just said, I know we just met, but that nigga's a snitch. And cause I found out he did.
Like,
we can go from
the
here.
Shit don't even make sense. It says Tony's back, but what's the plot? Or is it gonna start over? It was gonna be like the they got Michael B. Jordan in it. Like what?
What the fuck he gonna be? Wallace is dead.
I think they're gonna do. Shut up.
Where the fuck is Wallace?
Where's Wallace?
Where's Wallace Stringer? Where the fuck is Wallace?
No, but I will say, if Michael B. Jordan is,
I don't need it. I just see a pretty boy trap nigga in there. I'm like, please let him get shot in the first 5 minutes.
Now, if Michael B. Jordan is the main character, I don't want to see that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to see that.
I hope the shit.
I hope they don't make it black.
Now, that's what I'm saying.
They better not make
because the first one was Italian, the second one was Cuban.
Just leave it the way it is.
What was the movie? Scarface? I mean, not Scarface.
What?
It was a remake that they did. Sugarfly or
Sugarfly. They should have left that shit alone.
But what if they make Scarface black?
No, I can't like it. No. We have too many other movies that are like that. It's called Business Society. It's called Paid in Full. We got Hall of Fame movies in the 90s. That's the golden era. Leave that shit alone. No, they did make a certain Scarface. It's called fucking American Gangster with Frank Lucas. Leave the shit alone. We don't need that. Because remember, in Scarface during its time, it didn't get the rave reviews as it did now. People were like, it took a while for that shit to grow because remember, this is at the height. To the masses, it didn't. But to the hood, keyword,
everybody loved.
Yeah, but the hood, we didn't make it like publicly known until years down the line. Because we love that shit, but when it first came out, critics was like, it's good, but people weren't like, it had a moderate success. Now, as of today, Scarface is mentioned in damn near every trap rap song you can name.
Because in Paid in Full, he was like, man, when Scarface came out,
yeah, but
everybody wanted to
yeah,
sell
but
drugs.
right, but exactly, but that was also the height where the Cubans were telling like they were mad at the movie, but the director Oliver Stone wanted to make it to be an anti-drug movie, but of course, you know, the streets ran with that shit like, nah, fuck all that. That shit is real. Of course, like they took it to that level. But yeah, Scarface in 1983, you can't remake that. You cannot remake that.
Standing ovation.
Leave it alone. That is Leo killed that shit. That is one of the most memorable gangsters we will ever see.
Know who's the leading who's the leading actor?
What's the plot?
And what is the drug of 2020? If they tell me Leonardo DiCaprio was selling pills, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, right. It's not good.
Are they going to get the dude, the pirate?
Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp?
No.
John Hardy?
No. Tom Hardy, you mean?
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy's a beast.
No,
I don't want to
see
White
man loves Tom Hardy.
Man, I love Tom Hardy. That nigga's a beast.
Tom Hardy's a very good actor.
He's
but
a beast.
But the thing is, like, you can't do it because with Johnny Depp, we already have Donnie Brasco. Yeah. It's just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Competition. Leave it the fuck alone. Certain things should not be remade.
I think
leave it alone.
Oh, you said rappers don't talk about it. Yeah, motherfuckers love Scarface.
Everybody likes Scarface. It's just, you know.
But nobody don't want to go through the extreme shit.
No, I mean,
I'm not trying to face 47 years.
It ain't 47 years.
I'm not trying to face
any years. Fuck that. Nobody. Fuck all that. Nobody wants your record.
My man. Let me go.
To Snitch.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Hold on. Y'all already know Tekashi. He's doing things. Everybody's on him. It's sad. It's very sad. It shows where our culture is. But my home.
No, not where our culture is. It shows where the youth of this time is. Don't say that.
It shows where the youth
and where the
youth.
Some of them, but
the youth, the music industry, and some of hip hop
and the government.
Okay, but I'm gonna show y'all this. My homeboy posted something on Facebook.
I saw it. Funny.
Let me know what y'all think about it. Okay. So he was on Facebook.
You could have.
I'm about to say,
damn.
We know who your homeboy is.
Like, you ass. All we gotta do is go to the ass and back. Damn, you gonna be the ass man shit. He done tapped up to take Randy's of the world.
Can I go ahead?
Nah.
God damn. So he
Randy had one car parked outside. Niggas put Randy else the fuck up.
Y'all keep crying about 6ix9ine. You gonna face 47 years? Are you gonna do 47 years, fam?
If I do 47 years with the crime.
Let me finish. Let me finish, man. 47 years. In the comments, they went crazy.
I gotta see some of these comments, please. I saw them shit.
So the comments,
please.
I went to his page and I saw the post, but I didn't look at it.
I saw the comments. Them shits were hilarious.
And first, do y'all have any problems with what he posted? First off,
no,
everybody has you're entitled to your opinion. First,
because I never viewed him as a person that would do the things that would get you 47 years. Exactly. So what is he supposed to say? Like, if someone say, Ronald, you gonna do 50 years? No, because I avoid activities that are gonna give me 50 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's check this out. Now, let me see if I can make this a little bit, tad bit bigger. Let's see. Can y'all read that?
Oh, no. I'm gonna have, like that's all I see is a bunch of. That's like something that a chick said.
Says me. I'm doing 47 straight. 47. No parole. 47. No straight. No break. And he was not facing that. He caused a lot of people. He caused a lot of trouble on both coasts and the South. Look, I'm not saying you have to be in the streets because I don't think none of y'all ever did anything to get 25 to life. All I'm saying, when it comes to the streets, do not cry when it hurt and do not run when you're scared. I say this because I've done everything that all of them were indicted for, and I stood up and went to trial on most of it, but did not tell on nobody. Took my time like a man because it was a decision as a man, and I guess he was a little boy. On up to your actions. And then he gave his inmate number. I was like, hold on, sir. Hold on. look me up, and I really know. I don't know. Okay.
Man, you should have called that out. We don't need to be putting people out there like that.
It's like, look.
So,
what I did not like about Tekashi is it's different things. First thing. The Kuda. He asked his friend Kuda, "Can you shoot at Chief Keef?" Kuda says, "Yeah." He gives Kuda 10,000. Kuda shoots at Chief Keef. Then he snitches on him for shooting at Chief Keef. How you gonna hire me and then tell him? That's disgusting.
How you hire me?
Second thing.
They can't move in the camera, fam. Where y'all at?
Second thing. The baby mama thing. Niggas like, yo, these niggas fucked your baby mama. Wouldn't you snitch on them too? No, it takes two to tango. I'm not like, dog. If somebody is having sex with my son's mom, I'm not upset with them. If you are in the position where you think your son's mom should not do it, now don't get me wrong. There is a such thing as honor amongst thieves. If you are my friend, if I view you as a friend and you view me as a friend, you should not go near my child's mother. You should not go near my girl. You should not go near the closest thing you can get to me is probably my sister, and even then you gotta talk to me first. You need to talk to me first. But my son's mom and my girl, hell no. That's off limits, B. Third thing about Tekashi 6ix9ine that pissed me off. Can't even think of it right now. Oh, the blatant just, yeah, I snitched, so what? Yeah, I did it. 2 tears in the bucket. Fuck it. This nigga is just.
What you got for me, Judge?
Yeah, they all did it, and I cried 2 tears in the bucket. Let's take it to the stand. Oh my God. But that's true. Like, that's how Tekashi's acting right now. Dog. He don't give a fuck about nothing.
Oh, like, shit.
Like, they found out where his house is.
Twice.
Like, he out there on the balcony. A little white girl was like, oh my God, it lives in the house behind me. They had to move this nigga somewhere else. Somebody else followed his cars there. So they had to move his ass to somewhere else. Like,
but as a snitch, this is what the consequences. But after this, I'm not gonna say anything about it anymore because unfortunately, in this era we're in, the more we talk about this motherfucking fool, the more we give this little idiot power. But if you enter a life of streets of crime, you should already expect everything that you get, no matter what. You know the rules. You know what you signed up for. Even in the world of criminals, I understand what you're saying, honor amongst thieves, but how often is that shit followed? Most hood people in all of crime in any era, they fall behind because of niggas in their own camp. Fucking Nicky Barnes' crew fell apart because one of their crew was fucking one of the chicks and he got jealous. So this is what I'm saying.
Everybody, because one person was fucking his girl.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. When you enter the street life, anything is there. So my thing is,
the post said, once you indulge in street shit, no matter what happens, you take that shit on.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Yeah, you are supposed to.
That's it.
Yeah, you signed up for this.
Talking about y'all with Snitch. Who the fuck told you to play fake cake?
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That's it.
And that's what pisses people off. He didn't have to live that life, and this is why a lot of people like that piss me off. There's so many Tekashis of the world. We know a lot of Tekashis of the world. You grew up with opportunity. When you have opportunity, for some of these, a lot of those dudes, there are a lot of those young men, like the Wire type of people, your Michaels of the world, your Dookies. They didn't have those lives. Fucking Dookie from the Wire's parents stole his fucking clothes. The teacher had to give him clothes just to shower.
Okay,
can you imagine that?
Now this nigga here. This nigga get a lot of snitching respect.
We about to show Taxstone's statement about 6ix9ine. What were you gonna say?
Now Taxstone. People give Troy Ave hell for saying that he's gonna tell on Taxstone. But what people don't know is that these are facts. Taxstone, like when the police found the gun, shell casings had fingerprints, so they could tell who loaded that gun. They could tell whose gun that is. That was Taxstone's gun. Taxstone shot the gun. Troy Ave took it and got the firing. Taxstone is telling on Troy Ave. So Troy Ave, in turn, is just saying, no, it wasn't me, it was him. But people are calling Troy Ave a snitch and saying free Taxstone. It's like, if this nigga, like, what do we value these days?
Just the standards, yeah.
Here's the real lesson. Don't get involved in street shit. How about that? Just stay away from this shit if you don't have to.
Nigga. We are fortunate. We are not in areas.
I get it. But here's the thing. If you're going to indulge in the street life, you have to have the accountability of the consequences of the game. It's not fair. For the most part, that's the problem with most motherfuckers. They think they're going to go ahead, and it's like, no, pimp. For the most part, it's designed for you to fail. If anything, it's the street life is a short indulgence.
What D'Angelo?
Short indulgence.
What D'Angelo tell them? It was like this was the
first episode. Pawns go out quick.
He said yo, pawns stay pawns.
And
say it again, nigga.
Pawns stay pawns.
Hold on.
He said
Shut up. I'm gonna go back. I want them to see your face when you say this, because this is some real shit.
Look. He was asking them, how do these pawns become kings? And they were relating chess
to the streets.
And he said, no, pawns, they stay pawns. The kings, they stay the kings.
Ain't no promoting.
Yeah, exactly.
And you gotta be, and the only way to get to that, you gotta be a smart ass pawn. Which means you basically gotta be a fucking anomaly in the streets. And that's the problem. Niggas think they're the anomaly. It's like, no, you really just a simple ass soldier that's about to get popped.
What was it? Before the show, you talk about the
analogy, symbolism. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Avon is the king. Stringer was the queen because he can move all over. D'Angelo was a bishop because he didn't have big power. He could move certain ways, and he was close to the king. He was close to the king as a bishop is because one, D'Angelo was Avon's nephew, so that's family. And then you have the Rooks. He could go as far as he can get your ass. And he can go this way or that way.
And he gonna get your ass.
And then you have Chris, who's a knight. A knight that can move an L shape, that can move certain ways. Because he tried to take out Avon before. He almost succeeded. If that nigga wasn't in the other seat next to Avon would have been gone by season 3. So yeah, this is what we're saying. Exactly. So this is what we're saying. In the streets life, man, it's you know what you signed up for. And I'm glad we are fortunate, but at the end of the day, you still have a choice. Because another person in The Wire, Cuddy, Dennis, he went back to the life for like a few minutes, but then he realized that ain't in me anymore. And even then, you can't jump in and out of it because had Cuddy killed Fruit like he was supposed to, a lot of shit in The Wire wouldn't have had to happen.
Yep.
So this is the street life. You can't half-ass it. It's like anything in life. You cannot half-ass it. You got to be all in for it or nothing because if you don't, you can ramifications and consequences will happen if without you even knowing that you had any part of it. So this is what I'm saying. Just because you're there,
it's like you gotta take the oath.
Like that's basically
you're gonna do it or you're not.
Yeah, either you're gonna do it or not, and there's no jumping in and out.
And with
they say 10 toes down for a reason, though. You gotta be both feet.
Exactly. You gotta be. Don't half-ass it. Even Martin Luther King said, "You're gonna be a street sweeper, be the best street sweeper in the world."
See, I was about to say that. It's a rapper from Chicago. Take a Palma. He was just like, yo, like when I was young and I used to play football, I wanted to be the best running back I could be. Once I got to the streets, I wanted to be the best street nigga I could be. Like you have to be. You gotta go all in.
But unfortunately, with the streets, you can try to be the best of what you're gonna be, but it's like it's fucking.
It's like a lose-lose.
It's designed.
It's designed to fuck you up.
It's 3: the grave, the jail cell, or just.
Yeah,
I feel like there's another one that no one's not talking about.
What?
If something happened to me and
snitching?
If someone say, hey, you want to do 47 years or you want to tell your friends? Me personally, if I have to go do this street life shit, there's no way. There's no way that I have to eat it.
Well, here's the thing.
But if some people are not like that. So that's why I wanted to use that post so people can see like
on my dad's birthday. He asked us. He said, "Hey Ronald, if your best friend committed a crime, you weren't there. You had nothing to do with it, but they arrested you for it. Could you do that 20 years for your best friend?" And I sat there.
Like, before you got kids.
No. This is right now. This was like 3 months ago, and I was just like, I sat there. I thought, and I was like, yes, because I know he would take care of my son. I know if I did this for him, and he knew it was for him, I know he would do everything in his power to take care of me.
But even that, your real friend wouldn't let you eat that charge.
And that's another thing. I know for a fact he would be like, yo, Ron ain't do this shit.
Yeah. If I did something and you got blamed for it, you best believe I'm like, nah, fuck that. I did this. That's what the street. Weeby is a perfect example. He eating charge. He ate fucking charges for shit he didn't do. Because at the end of the day,
he trying to protect who?
He protect Avon. At the end of the day, he did it for the better cause of the family.
He protected everybody.
Yeah,
even though he knew that his son and his daughter, his son and his wife.
But he also realized that they were going to be taken care of.
But they wasn't though.
No, they were. Women had everything.
But the mom was complaining.
No, but she was just a stupid, bitter bitch trying to be a greedy bitch trying to do the most. There's a difference because she was stupid, and she was just a fucking imbecile,
and she was pushing her son.
Exactly, and she was one of them type of motherfuckers who didn't know. Who didn't understand shit. Stringer should have hooked her up with finance and bouncing. It's like, bitch, you out here doing all this shit, but you out here riding a BMW. First of all, you making yourself hot because knowing from her, she didn't have a real legit job. So I was like, what the fuck you doing living in a nice house you had with a BMW? You got all this shit for your kid. So fish tanks and shit. So it's like she already fucked the game up.
And what Taxstone said, he said a lot, but one thing I wanted to leave with it was he said it should be illegal for people who commit crimes to get leniency for making things up about other people. And that's powerful because once someone is already he's been convicted, he has a lot of fucking power. He can make up shit.
We have a case right now that all three of us are connected to where someone literally just fake admitted to the things that they were accused of doing, just so if let's say that they went to trial and the judge says you're guilty, that person now they don't have to do no time. All they got to do is tell and lie on everybody else.
Wow.
And once they're finished telling their lies and telling their stories, they get to go home.
And that's not right. I mean, it's like
everybody else get to go.
And then the thing is, even if it's not true, the system is still designed to smear your name. Once your shit is tainted, it's hard. You fucked.
And your ass can't.
You can't do shit. Yeah, you can't do shit. And then that's the thing. That's why it's worse to even be. That's why certain people take snitching serious. Like, don't call me that motherfucker. Wait, no. What? There was some rapper on the West Coast. I forgot his name, but I think he knew D4L. This dude, Ron, I kid you not. He said some shit to a rapper about snitching. This nigga said, you got 48 hours to prove that or else.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Because you cannot put that on somebody's name. Because the person that I'm talking about, if somebody sees him, they're going to hurt him. And if they're not going to hurt him, they're going to put in a phone call, and that person that's on the other end of that phone is going to hurt him.
Yeah.
So it's like,
when you snitch, you're putting yourself, not just yourself, but your loved ones in danger.
Exactly.
If they can't get to you, they damn sure well gonna get to somebody else that you care for. See, that's the thing about snitching. And then there's no honor. Even if you are free, you gotta look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. Low rest. People can 20 to 30 years. Somebody else is gonna be like you snitch. Somebody gonna tell their kid, hey, that nigga right there, don't talk to him. He a snitch. He a rat.
You a mouse because your daddy a rat.
Right, it's born to it. Like, imagine being a son of a rat. You be like, I didn't do anything. It don't matter. Your predecessor did, nigga. So this is why I feel like in the street game, that's why for the most part, 90% of you motherfuckers don't need to do that shit. For the real ones that are doing it, they have no outlets. They have no choices. A lot of the fact they are the Mikes and the Dookies of life. That they didn't have a choice. They didn't have people that love them and care for them. So this is all they're doing. That's why they look at those people who are doing that shit. They looked at Tekashi's, of the world like, yo, we just want your money.
Where does the shit change? What happened? Like
what happened? All the OGs are gone, locked up, dead, or they're gone. So they're not listening to the. There's too many Marlos around this motherfucker.
So if that happens, if everybody's locked up, if all the real men are locked up, and we have boys running the streets and Tekashis and everything, what's the point of fighting for it?
It's not. It's just a simple fact.
Is there any pride, or is there any such a thing called a street code? If only thing that's going to happen to you if you get killed or you get locked up, because they have. I understand this Tekashi everything. He's a snitch, yes, but Meek Mill, he's being number one. He's up front saying he's going to take out Tekashi 6ix9ine, but I think what he has to realize is that the game is over. The game is over. He's fighting.
But that's because Meek.
There's so much wind behind Tekashi's back where Meek Mill, his career can be crushed.
It's not gonna be crushed.
Meek Mill, nothing can destroy Meek Mill.
Yeah,
we witnessed that.
Yes, exactly. After back to back, and he came back.
Nothing can destroy Meek Mill. That's why Meek now, because Meek is from a different era. Like Meek
came from.
He served his biz. Never told. He's faced his trial. Never told. He just got off probation for shit that he did in 2007.
I understand that, fam.
So it's like, he's from a different cloth than Tekashi.
Exactly.
Tekashi was never.
He
was never about that action.
He was never that type.
He joined that gang for clout. That's the difference. He joined the gang.
So why was he allegedly going to sign to Rock Nation?
Who, Tekashi?
Yeah,
that was allegedly. And how would that look in Meek's face? And especially,
but Meek is with
especially. No, he Rock Nation.
Rock Nation. I'm sorry.
But if you want to claim that you rock with no stitches, the person that runs Rock Nation is a snitch.
Who? Hov?
No.
Who?
It's a female.
Spill it out. You gotta be more specific.
There's a female that Jay-Z got running things, and she's a snitch. She's not a snitch. She got caught up. She had all these bricks back in like 10, 15 years ago. She's a known fed, but she's running Rock Nation. So how can Meek Mill talk about people?
I can't speak on that.
Yeah, I gotta get more information.
Desiree.
Did she do time?
She's a fed.
But what do you mean a fed?
So
I don't know about it, so I can't speak on it.
Okay, you want to look for it?
You gotta do that later, but that's something
I can't
okay, so that's what I'm saying. When Meek knows, he's talking about he's being all bold, talking about there's no snitches and there's snitches everywhere. That's what I'm trying to say. He needs to realize that you shouldn't be out here fighting for something.
No, absolutely.
It's not there no more.
No, if anything,
but you can still fight for it.
Right, and you can stay he can speak his mind.
It's a losing cause.
It don't matter if the score is fucking 40 to fucking 10. I'm gonna still go down and try to get this bucket, regardless.
No, and I hear it. It's just for me personally. If I was a Meek at that age, it's like you're at a time where your life where you don't even need to worry about that shit anymore. Stick to your family and livelihood and stay away from that trouble. Fuck Tekashi. Don't even give him power. That's the problem. Like I said, from here on out, I'm not talking about that motherfucker anymore. I'm not talking about Tekashi anymore after this because he is irrelevant to me. Because that once again. In the street life or anything, if you're going to be about it, you need to be 100% in and not jumping in and out. Like, fuck him. Like, fuck it. Like, fuck him.
You sure Meek wasn't doing this? I hope he beat Tekashi's ass if this is the way that Meek Mill would be boxed.
No, look, the funny thing is,
Meek Mill always got some awkward.
Every time Meek is boxing, it's like, cause this isn't the first Meek boxing video. Every time Meek is throwing hands, he looks weird. But that's because, like, Meek doesn't view me as like the most athletic dude.
No.
And he's like 6'2", 6'3", so it's kind of, yeah, so it's like, come on.
I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day.
And if Meek has a problem with you, we saw what happened to Safari. He's not going to be the one that punch you. We saw what happened to Quentin Miller. Meek isn't going to be the one that punches you. Meek is just saying, him. Like, that's all that is.
Is that not gonna be no 2 Chainz shit?
No. If a nigga run up on Meek with a gun, they better have some body on because the guns is getting back at them. Like niggas is shooting back at their ass.
Hey yo, it's Ish Talk TV. Shout out to our sponsors, 1990 something, and life of gains, fitness. If you're trying to get your workout and everything. But I just want to tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something I've been trying to do for a long time. Learn to play some dice. Okay. I finally got some dice, and I feel like I can take on the big dogs. I want to play against my cousins and friends, and just find the darkest alley. Just
don't do this, please. Did he learn from Mr. Papalowski? I know, right? Did you learn from him? The odd number game. Don't do that shit. Why? That is nothing to play with. See,
3 dice. I roll 3 dice. I'm legit.
That's the first thing I noticed. You rolling 3. You gotta take that shit up the coast
to New York.
Nigga, we shooting 2s over here.
2s?
They don't even know it's on. He gonna go from there.
I'm in a totally different demographic. What? Niggas going to 17. We're going to Apollo after this, right?
Yeah, the first thing they gonna rob. You see what I'm saying? They gonna call him the top.
So you said I gotta have 2 dice?
Just 2 dogs.
B gonna throw them. Somebody gonna step on them. The fuck is this shit? The fuck is going on?
I don't want to go out.
How do you play 2 dice?
It's the same. It's just different. It's just lower number.
Yeah, man. That's all. And then if
you
don't snap your fingers after that fucking roll, they gonna be like, "It's a fair, dog."
I don't snap.
I snap my fingers.
I don't snap. No, I just shoot.
No, I snap my fingers.
I just shoot.
I'm not a fan, y'all.
I'm not a fan, y'all. I'm not gonna stop, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of them games that I've seen where dudes left. I saw that shit played in Florida where niggas left when they were winning, and they were like, "Nah, where the fuck you going?"
Hey, no, look.
Hey, where you going? It's like, ain't no you.
Like, y'all tell me the rules before I go out there.
Like Snap Boogie, episode 1, Wire. The opening scene of The Wire is Snap Boogie laid on the ground, dead, because he tried to rob the dice game. And they were saying how every week Snap Boogie, like they would shoot the dice, and Snap Boogie every single week would grab the pot and try to run. They would beat his ass, but this week somebody was like, "Fuck this nigga Snap Boogie," and shot his ass.
Mm-hmm. This is what I'm saying. Crap that's what on the streets. That's something you do not take.
I only play craps with like people that
I gotta find ways to diversify my portfolio. Okay, I need to roll some dice.
Just don't play dice.
I gotta roll dice.
If you gonna play dice, go to Vegas.
Go
to Vegas where you can leave where it's hot, where the only thing they're gonna try to do is make you play. Them niggas like, "Nah, man, you can't leave."
We have some more champagne for you, Mr. Man.
Exactly. You want that, not no bullets. Like, nah, nigga.
I wanna be in a dark alley with fucking rats.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You just want to be a chalk line for so bad. Why?
What you want to be is in the comfort of your family's home shooting dice.
Exactly.
Like, that's for real.
I don't know any. I don't know how to play spades. I don't know how to play blackjack.
Do this shit at a cookout.
I don't know how to play blackjack.
21.
That's all I hear.
That's the goal.
That's all I hear. When black people say you don't know how to play blackjack.
No. You not know how to play spades.
That's disrespectful. And all you gonna do, and even at that extent, you just gonna get cussed out.
No,
you ain't gotta worry about getting shot.
I didn't know how to shoot dice until I was grown.
Yeah. And there's an art to it. It's an art to it. It's an art to it.
I'm trying, man.
But it's alright, but that's okay. We didn't have to do that shit. We were playing basketball.
My daughter to do it.
No, don't do that. We were learning. We were playing 21 on the court.
That's one of your favorite games.
Yeah. What? Shoot that?
No, don't do that. We were
don't
playing.
Tell your friends. Don't tell your
No,
brother.
we were learning. We were playing fucking 21 on the court. That's how it should be. Fuck a dice game.
Which is now 24.
All right.
Thank you. Which is now 24. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because of Black Mama, baby.
Yeah.
We gonna play 24 now.
24.
It's 24.
24.
Got you.
And I can live with that.
You can live with that. All right. Well, what about one thing you can't live with? What about if you get touched by your
Right. Hold on. Touch my what? Come on, man.
Got touched.
Touch my what? An angel, I hope.
Yeah.
Like
Like the lead AJ.
touched by an angel?
What's up with this?
Louisiana.
Fuck is he talking? Hey,
yo, Louisiana.
What do you think is Lil Wayne said that he thought that was shooting that he was getting a shout out?
That's all that's in left.
Oh man.
Yo, I got a question. So, what if it's success?
What?
And championships.
What?
In Michael Jordan's eyes. That's why I make it yell. That's a little bit championship. You want that?
Yes. I'll take that. I can live with that.
You want that, fam?
I can live with that.
So
he's the greatest basketball player ever. If he can have yellow eyes.
You want Giannis?
I I don't know if y'all want to talk about this now. We can talk about it later. The price of success.
I can take it.
Because like 50 Cent was talking about how he's not disappointed in them because he loves them, but Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo, he feel like their comfort in being 100,000aires and not being too famous, not having to avoid paparazzi, but still being able to live comfortably, take care of their family, but not be famous, stop them from being super duper millionaires.
Well, first of all, 50's giving him way too much credit. Tony Yayo was just a nigga that knew 50. That's all I
no,
say.
But
no, I get it. I get what you're saying.
No,
I get it.
He's not talking about rap money. He's talking about business money.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, no.
I understand that.
Him putting them onto business deals and then just like.
But everybody doesn't have the same mentality to be that on that certain level. That's why they are the elite or the GOATs of what
I understand
they do.
that. But 50 Cent, what we were saying about Marlo, when he tried to go clean, it wasn't him. So I feel like Tony Yayo, Lord thinks they tried it, but those could have been those motherfuckers they fine with making a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Still sell drugs.
Yeah.
They might be the young Dro types of dudes
exactly.
in the group. And there's nothing wrong with that.
See,
It's not, and that's the thing. That's why I'm with what you're saying. That's why when people say, why couldn't you be like them, they might have been like, nigga, this is all I want to be. Like a Gucci Man. Gucci Man is not looking, I don't know if he is now, but he might be different, but you got people like Gucci, they're not looking to be on NBC, Good Morning America, talking and shit. They are fine with who they are, of what they do now. It maybe being thousandaires to them is where it is.
But
that's
Gucci ain't no damn thousand.
no, he's not. He's a millionaire, but I'm just saying. But I'm just saying he doesn't have to be at a level as certain people. Like he's not to appeal to everybody. He appealing to the people that he wants to appeal.
But when it comes to the price of success, it's funny you mention that because I think about what are you willing to do? Are you willing to have a strained relationship with your son to get success? I don't want it. See, if I gotta go through all those extremes, I'm fine. If shock pops off, and I don't know if I can deal with not being able to see my child for 3 weeks.
But what? See, no, look, I'm not. I probably would never go 3 weeks. I probably wouldn't go. I've never in my life, in my son's life, gone 7 days without seeing my son.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't understand how stepdaddies. I don't understand how absent fathers feel like.
After they motherfucking 2, I'll be like, oh god damn it, I need my son. Like it's weird.
My
so
nigga,
it's like
I was locked up and I called.
Crying real tears.
I called and then I told her to tell my daughter that I was in a different place, a different city. So it hurts.
Real tears.
It hurts, fam.
I can't be away from my baby like that. But if I know what I'm doing, why I'm away from him, is building something greater for him, I can possibly justify it in my head. It would still probably hurt, but I would definitely be like, this is why I'm doing this. Like I'm not.
But I understand. But it's still. But when you look back, you still can't make up.
Yeah, it's still
like NFL players when they go in their halftime with their Hall of Fame speeches and they talking to their kids like, sorry I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, everybody's different, and so this is why it's better to, in my opinion, to have children when you are mentally ready and emotionally there to be a father. Because some of these people, them athletes, a lot of them have these children when they're young, like 19 in their early 20s, but they don't even know who the fuck they are. And yeah, of course, at that time, you're still striving for your own personal greatness. Yeah. So they don't know how to balance out between loving somebody else enough to put that over their careers. So that's a whole nother conversation right there. This is why a lot of motherfuckers don't need to be having babies and children with people if you're not ready.
I hear that, but
it's more. No, see, that's the thing. You can't look over that. You gotta deal. You gotta really understand that.
20s, what were you be? 19?
No, 20. You were 20.
20. See, I saw a post today. It was like,
it
was like,
ain't nobody on this site had a kid.
It was like, yo, how many of y'all made it to 21 without kids? And I I was like, yo,
ain't nobody on this site.
I was like, yo, I made it to 21. It was the 22 that was the problem. Look, I turned 22. She was like, yo, I'm pregnant. I'm like, damn. But having a child at 22, and that's terrible that 22 don't even seem young for a child.
Right.
Coming where in our community, 22 doesn't seem young. I feel like I waited.
Yeah, I felt good.
But yeah, like being 22 years old and having saying, yo, you're going to be a father. Everything that this person grows to be, they're going to learn it from you. Like, and it's just like, yo, that's a whole lot of pressure and a whole lot of.
That's a lot of responsibility.
And I'm 29 now, and I'm just like, with the pressure of that situation, finally handling it and finally saying, okay, I'm good now, like, cause I'm finally getting my ducks in order, and
you saying you stable?
I'm becoming. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm finally getting, you know what I'm saying, the things that I would like out of life. Well, I'm finally seeing the things like over the hill that I would like. I'm seeing that I'm getting closer towards it.
You see yourself when you're 40, 45? I don't.
No, look, you know what the funny thing is? This was before Trey. Like, and my grandmother asked me, she was like, yo, where do you see yourself? And like, I think she said 30, right? And I literally was like, I don't know. And she when she told me that like I have nothing to live for, cause like I was like, yo, like I really didn't care. She was like, you're wrong. Like you have nothing to live for. And it was like an eye opener, because it was like, yo, I really don't. Like I really didn't. And Trey gave me, like my son gave me like something to live for. And it was like, now I'm realizing that like, okay, when you see him dancing and tall as fuck, these motherfucking shoes cost, these motherfucking pants cost, like it's like, oh shit, I gotta do something. Yeah, I gotta do something.
Right.
And like that's the shit. Like that's the pressure that is like on your fucking chest. And I didn't really handle that pressure well at 23. But
what were you doing? You was not being a good dad, or
no? I was always a present father. Like I was always there with my son. Like me and Trey have always been like this since the moment he came out the womb.
You wasn't feeling it?
But no, it was more so like I just didn't know like mentally how to deal with it, because it was like, okay, me and his mom are cool. Like that's my dog. Like that's my homie. But it's like at the same time she was making, and she's still making, way more money than me. So it's like the financial responsibilities of a father, she's taking care of it. So it's like mentally I was just like so lost. But now I'm starting to like, now that I'm starting to gain shit, I'm starting to realize like, yo, that shit my son doesn't look at me no type of way. She doesn't really look at me no type of way, because I'm still doing dad shit.
I understand that. Certain shit can get to you when you start overthinking shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And shit don't even be like that.
Facts. That's really all it is.
I was thinking about when you raising a kid and you try to do the things that you wanted to do that your parents didn't do with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
When I got my daughter, I try to play, dolls and stuff and all that other stuff. But I wouldn't, when she was 12, 13 years old, I wouldn't have her fuck somebody. Or
if I had a son, oh my god!
If I had a son, I wouldn't go get him some.
Okay, so
that's child abuse.
But if y'all don't know, let me get to the Boosie. He's back with his parenting.
Boosie 101.
Boosie parenting 101. Forget about lip shits. Forget about lip shits. It's Boosie. Okay, Boosie Boo. This is what your boy said. What he do to his son.
Make sure they can see this.
Oh. I mean, get the audio.
We'll see.
I'm saying, them boys, right? My nephew, ask my son. Yeah. They 12, 13, they got me. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Say, yeah, I got my son fixed up. All right. Yes, a grown woman.
Grown woman.
Super grown. Super grown. Check your thing out. Check all my nephews out. Super grown. She's grown. She checked me out. I know
She took them souls out. What she gonna do to me?
I'm getting prepared, man.
Boosie's comments aren't the first time he publicly discussed getting oral sex.
Yeah. So.
No,
And since then he did sort of clarify, but it didn't really make sense. Can you fix that, please?
No.
Can you make that? Can you zoom that in?
Sure.
Please, Mr. Spike Lee. There you go.
Alright. Damn, nigga.
You don't want to show that King beard? Go ahead.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah.
He did clarify what he said and everything, but.
So what did he clarify into?
He's saying that they well, I didn't do that to my boy. They would have already got some head if it wasn't for me.
It's not even that. It's just,
but and you can remember. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead.
Boosie is me being like he's from the old days, so unfortunately back then that is what Boosie is used to. That probably happened to him when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make it right. Your child is supposed to grow up. Any child from any age from 0 to fucking 18, you let them be children and teens, let them grow and have their own perspective. Like now, you can guide them. Now, will I guide my son to be a straight heterosexual male? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to give him his choice. I'm not going to force.
And you gonna let him find his own pussy.
Let him find his own. Like that is no on so many fucking levels. That is wrong. That's a kid. That is a kid.
See, 12,
you don't have no
different.
That you are crossing the lines right there. First of all, that is perversion. That is sickness. He should just be starting to think about that, and you can explain to him about his hormones to get him together, not fucking forcing that on him. I understand that we are in a situation in society where, unfortunately, being a straight male, if you are not anything but that, you are a pariah or you're a hater. Fuck that. But at the end of the day, you're toxic. But that's bullshit. We know that. But it's also toxic to force sex on a 13-year-old. That's not right.
I pray I'm not getting nobody in trouble right here, right? So, me and my boy Level was in Level's room. Well, my cousin, his name is Level. Well, yeah,
we call him Level.
Yeah, we call him Level. So we in Level's room. We playing motherfucking Xbox like 360 or some shit. This like 05. We're 15. I'm 15. He's 14. No, I'm 16. He's 15. I had already started fucking by now. So we're in his room playing Xbox, and the door opens. We turn around. It's his little sister's 3rd grade teacher.
Oh my God.
She walks in with just a towel. And I swear to God, I put this on my life, my son's life, my grandmother's life. She walks in with just a towel. And Lover's father grabs the towel, pulls it off of her. And when I say she's bad now, so imagine what she looked like 10 years ago. Like 12 years ago. So I'm just like, both of us literally like, you can tell we was here. Both of us dropped those controllers. Like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up? But I would say we weren't 12.
Right.
Like we weren't 12 or 13 at the time.
Right.
Like both of us had already had sex before. So it wasn't like that was our first experience.
Right.
With a woman. It was just
seeing a chick that fucking bad.
Yeah, it was like, oh shit, this is that was probably like the first grown woman that we had seen. But yeah.
Wait, so what? You were playing games and then the teacher come out?
No, because B was already like, damn, I say his name.
His name is Daryl. His name is Daryl.
He was already fucking her. Like he had already been like fucking her for like months.
Where'd she come out?
We were in Lover's bedroom playing the game.
So she came out the closet?
No, she came in the room, like through the door from the hallway, nigga. What you mean? Where she come from out the closet? She walked in the room. We were sitting at like the foot of the bed in front of the TV, like playing the game. And she walked in, so we turned around, and it was like, oh shit, she walking in with a towel on. And then his dad walked in, pulled the towel off, and like threw some condoms on the bed. And yeah, and it was just like,
I'm confused.
oh, this is go time.
I'm confused.
But I've never been one for like the running of a train and like 2 at one time. So I was like, yo, Lover, do your thing. Hit me when you finish. And I went into the other room to wait for him to finish.
Wait, they were gonna do the teacher?
That's what she came over for. Damn.
What you?
Pay no attention.
Oh my goodness.
She came over to do some homework.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
She was trying to, She was
goodness.
trying to explain trigonometry while her leg was open.
So, maybe he was trying to get extra credit for his son.
No, this was
extra cheeks.
This was.
Was it like a boosie?
No, look. So. I'm trying not to say no names in this.
Just say Daryl. Everybody's
Okay,
Daryl. Everybody's Daryl.
So you know how is our older cousin, Lover.
Yes.
And Boom.
Yes, sir.
This is Boom's third grade teacher.
Wow.
She's in third grade at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and at the time, he was hitting her third grade teacher. Wow. And she was like 26, like she was young. So she was like, you know what I'm saying, with the shits. And, you know, he was balling, like he's still balling, so she was doing whatever. And I guess he got the bright idea, like, yo, go fuck my son and my nephew. And she was like, alright.
Go ahead, suck a little round dick. No. That what baby said, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, exactly. And shit. By that time, I was ready for it.
Were you traumatized?
Fuck no.
Yo, that's
the funniest thing is this is how I knew Lover was a shiesty motherfucker with the words, right? It was only 3 rubbers. So Lover got his. I took mine out the room with me to wait. So Lover came in. He was like, "Yo,
wait." So he had a condom right there on the couch.
So look, no, actually, I was in his dad's room, like watching like ESPN. Like I remember this night like perfectly. I was in his dad's room like, watching sports.
Yeah, someone's about to break.
So Lover come in like, hey, cuz, let me get that condom. Boom, boom. So I gave him my condom, and I didn't even get to hit that night. Like I got no vagina. I got the sloppy toppy-ish, but I didn't get no type of vagina that night. Which is, you know.
So you didn't feel any
No, because I wanted to hit. No, I was like, dog, she looks good. But then I was happy that I only got the sloppy toppy. I'm like, I'm not trying to follow up. This drink like busted out of control. I'm not trying to go in there.
Fam.
And I've never to this day I've never ran a train or like a tour.
Nobody.
That's just
fuck no.
That's just not me.
Ew. That's nasty. Don't do that.
I tried.
I just tried to run a train.
Was it with your homies or a cousin? It wasn't because
damn sure.
Yeah, you know what? And the lot is not secure.
I'll tell you. All right, listen. All right, well, it was when I was living on Columbia Pike.
Okay. What year was this?
I can't tell you the year.
Okay.
But there was this girl. It was a girl. Her son or her father was like a crack addict, and he smoked beers and stuff.
I know who it is. You shame on you. Shame on you. Fuck you. Shame on you. Shame on me. Shame on you. But go ahead.
Brian, you took advantage of somebody.
Yes, he did. He sure did.
Brian took advantage of somebody.
He surely did.
So me and my best friend at the time, his name was Chris.
His name was not Chris.
He was in
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We was in one of the basements in the apartment buildings.
With the laundromat?
In the laundromat. And
yo, we got a crack in those laundromat.
It had like a laundromat and a little storage. It had a little storage place.
Yes.
So me and Chris and the girl, they were talking, and she laid down on the floor, and then she took off her pants, and then I just remember
it was hard floors.
It was hard.
Concrete paint floors. I remember those.
It was no rug.
Y'all don't know about Brian's laundromat.
So,
we know.
We know.
Section 8 of all of 8. Them shit was. They were icicle concrete. That's what I want them shit.
Hotel 8 was better than Section 8. Gotcha.
Yes.
And so I remember he was fingering her, and I think she closed her eyes, and I think it was my turn or something, and I didn't finish. I just ran.
That's all right.
I just ran.
Good job, B.
So I tried to run a train.
That shit is not cool. But go ahead.
See, in 11th grade, that was my first time, like, when they was like, yo, she said she about to let us in. So I was like, all right, cool. And then once we got there and everybody just started like, ugh, I was like, no, I'm out. I'm out. Like, I literally was like,
this is nasty.
I looked at one of my friends and he looked at me and we both was like, yeah, we out.
Y'all locked eyes?
Y'all locked eyes. Like 6 of us and we was like,
nigga said, oh, I'm busting.
hey, yo, we out. Hey, bro, we out, bro, we out.
Fuck that. That is so nasty and disgusting. I ain't
disgusting.
I'm not doing that shit.
Hey, you seem like you would have already had.
No, fuck no. First of all, I'm a private individual. That shit is for me.
Yeah, I can't AJ run a train.
Yeah, that's just disgusting. First of all, mixture of other fluids and fuck, that's just fucking disgusting.
You have condoms.
And no, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't want to hear another grunt, but mine. If I hear, that's just, and then what the
juice is still gonna get
right?
What
what purpose of me? That's low key gay.
Fam, I was.
Why exactly? That's the one. Yo, why am I in the room
with another hard dick?
Like, so once I saw
one hard dick in the room, got it.
Look, once I saw Lover, he was like fully up. I was like,
you saw a tree truck.
I was like, I'm out here, man. Y'all are wildin'.
And what was the chick though? When she was looking at you, help!
No, she like literally was like,
oh my god.
And you know, he a sick nigga. He just dropped his drawers, still had his shirt on. I was like,
Oh god.
See, and this is the thing. Alright, some women out there say, shut the fuck up. Because there are women out there who like that shit. Now, I have had a woman, I'll tell you after the show who she was. She had a fantasy that she wanted you and me to tag team her. And I was like, that's not going to happen.
The initial?
I can't give
me
you
that
that. I
initial.
can't give you that.
Give it to me.
I can't do that.
Give it to him.
give it to me. Give it to me.
Hurry up.
I can't tell you right now. Because my mind is blown.
Because he gonna say it. He gonna say it out. Hell the potato. No, nigga, no.
My mind is blown right now.
She told me that, and I was like, oh. We'll tell you after the show. When she said that, I was like,
send her a message and
no.
Hey, Brian got a twin.
No. Because I was like, no, that fucking rocked my soul. I was like, nasty.
Okay, alright, back to Boosie.
Boosie, man.
One of the people commented, they said people can't handle Dwayne and Gabrielle allowing her, about their son. And Boosie comments about how don't cut off the boy. Don't cut off the boy.
No.
So I feel like it's sort of the same thing.
Sort of, but not really.
Sort of the same age.
No.
You got this dressing up as a girl.
I get
and
that.
you got hyper masculinity.
No.
It's
but the difference is now, if they have a grown ass man having sex with him, then yes. Oh fuck no! Call the police, call the National Guard, call SWAT, get that shit stopped.
So,
but it should go both ways.
Can't hire a 13-year-old girl.
No, that's even worse.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, but my thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like it's disgusting on both ends. If they are stop exposing your children to adult shit. That's the first fucking thing. Let them be fucking kids. I'm not gonna talk like I will explain to them the science of sex when they're young, but to expose them to the adult content where you're supposed to like and enjoy the shit. No, you're 16, 17. Then we can talk about that to that extent because I want them, because here's the thing, I don't want them to be like, unfortunately they'll be at an age where sex is considered fun, but they don't understand the consequences of STDs and pregnancies and the fucking era we're living in. We have new mutant genetics growing all over the fucking place. Back in my granddaddy's time, you could take a shot in your ass and you was good. Nowadays, you stick your shit in the chick with the wrong one, you'll fuck around and start melting.
Yeah.
Fuck a burning sensation, you gonna melt. Like, why am I melting? I can't run these 3 laps like I used to.
Man.
That's my allergy, man. Ain't
I
your
don't
allergies,
as big as
nigga.
it used to be.
Yeah, it ain't your allergies, nigga. That's a virus that's disintegrating your lungs.
Yeah, I don't think it's some sort of
Oh, fuck.
to keep it real, I think it's some sort of it's still slavery. It's that what Boosie did. It's sort of a Southern thing. Is I can like you mentioned before the show how Puerto Ricans and their culture, subculture.
No, don't say Puerto Rican. I said the
Latin community.
Certain Latin
communities.
They
dance sexually with family members, and sometimes they might fuck each other.
I didn't say might. I'm just saying it's
in black communities. There's some cousins that fuck each other. I'm gonna keep it in the black community, in subcultures in the ghetto.
Now, me and you are cousins.
Ooh! I was about to say,
ooh, nigga.
You might be talking about white people.
No, I don't know.
It's a lot. That shit happens.
We're talking about Karens of the world, not Stefanias.
No.
Hey, that's funny.
No.
Play cousins and all that
you just
stuff.
said, I have never heard anybody in our family say that shit.
Yeah, you act like it doesn't exist.
I didn't say it doesn't exist.
We're talking about the same dysfunctional stuff like that. You have the same thing with Precious.
You said play cousins. That's different. I've knocked off a play cousin.
That's different. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, just
that's not in the bloodline.
Just because, you know what I'm saying, Auntie was in this building, you was in that building,
right?
So we all grew up together. I knocked you down.
That's different. But the bloodline is a family.
I'm talking about at the cookouts and then this your second cousin.
No.
Yeah, okay, let me move on what I was trying to say.
Thank you.
So we're talking about Boosie and Latin community, how it's
certain things. I've seen certain Latin cultures where they be dancing all over each other and I'm like, that's too close. Like your crotch is a little too close to your cousin's.
So when Boosie was saying that stuff, I sort of understand the culture behind it, but it's still not good.
Yeah,
it's still toxic. It's not good.
Yeah, that doesn't make it right.
But some of the men, they were saying, yeah, that's good.
That's not.
Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, that's how you raise your son and like that.
That's not good. The thing is 12. That's the only problem because I'm definitely not gonna say these names on here, but I know somebody that put their son in the game at 16. As 16 years old, brought a couple nice scrippers in there, and them scrippers got the sucking and fucking.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. This is what like this.
Yeah,
is what
and that's not really a good thing.
But not 12. Like I just couldn't. Trey is too goofy. I can't see Trey wanting no vagina. Look.
And he's supposed to be like that.
Exactly. I really want to keep my child a child as long as I can.
And that's what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to. Don't expose your children to adult shit. Educate, not expose. There's a difference.
I was in the shower and he was talking to his mom about I guess he was asking her if she wanted like a girl or a boy, and she was like, she was saying that at first she wanted a girl, and he was like, so why didn't you just pick a girl? And she said, because your daddy get to choose. He came in the shower, like he came in the bathroom while I was in the shower and was like, Daddy, when you put the seed in mom, why you put a boy seed in mom? And I was like, why is he asking me these questions right now? Like you don't know nothing about those seeds. I don't go play Roblox. I don't
sit down and play this.
I don't want him asking nothing about nothing. Like,
did you know this, Daddy?
Yeah, like for real.
Let's go to Opie's
Why did they call you Deathstroke?
Goddamn right.
You want to talk about Deathstroke?
The fuck is that?
My man was trying to, and then, he tried to do some lumberjack. My man fell through the house.
So he just
his whole vertebrae.
He just compacted.
And his homeboy right there.
Damn,
brother.
What can you do? He just on ragdoll mode.
That's why. And this is, I don't mess with nobody. Like, I don't go to places. This is Latino.
That's Virginia. That looks like Virginia. I see them oil rigs. I see them shits on Route 1.
And then this dude, he must be drunk, trying to be a hero. And then he just.
Shit.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
He got hit.
Yo, look at his, the adrenaline is pumping.
That could be Virginia. He did. I mean, he He hurt.
No, he's fucked up.
This
He broke something.
Pick
him up.
Just
pick-
Yeah, I was about to say, like, go to the tag, yo. That shit is Virginia tags. Hold on, I thought I saw one.
Hey, Slim.
Where is that?
It looks Eastern.
Oh!
Oh,
He had a fresh cut.
oh, mama.
Hey, Brian, you ain't shit. Man, I got a fresh cut.
Cut that shit off.
Put it back together.
Cut it off. What the fuck happened? Did he get hit in
That's
the
all
head?
you can
He
do.
tried to take off his shirt. Don't do that. No. Oh!
The piece of
Is that one over?
Yo, thank you guys for tuning in. It was a great show. Make sure you check us out on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, everything.
Yes.
I want to say thank you for my homies, co-host, Champagne Ron,
A Turner _813.
my
You
man.
know me.
I love y'all. It was a great show.
Let me too.
Peace.